I've never liked inner pitch tents first, but in this episode I'm taking the MSR Access one for a test into the Northumberland Hills. I'm back out in the inner pitch tent first, the MSR, for its second outing. I enjoyed it, it was good. We're expecting to have some pretty decent winds tonight, 30-mile-an-hour gusts, so I thought better take that out for a spin and see how it fares. You know, 4-season tent as it's claimed to be, 30-mile-an-hour should be able to stand up to that. Interestingly enough, it's been blazing sun all day until we come out. The forecast did say it was going to get a bit cloudy, so we kind of expect it. But it would have been nice to have some nice weather, wouldn't it? The views down there to the border, amazing. Winds have picked up as expected, and as we're getting more exposed, obviously the speeds are getting up as well. I am expecting to meet a couple of people on top, would you believe? So Mark Outdoors, who you know, has been on the channel before, and a couple of his mates which I know of but I've never met before, so it's going to be nice to meet up with a couple of other wild campers, share some ideas and have a couple of beers. I think, why not? Right, my focus is on getting up here as quickly as I can because it looks really threatening. It looks like we could get some rain showers. But yeah, the boys are there. They're 2 tents. I'll give you a little look later. Let's find a spot. We've been here before. I've been to this spot numerous times, and this is my usual pitch. The 2 lads have got a little bit more shelter there, but I'm in the MSR Access one, and it is dubbed as a 4-season tent, so why don't we try it? I'm going to put it out in a little bit of wind. It's not going to be too bad, but it's going to get a little bit of a test, and I like this pitch, so I'm going to use it. Right, that's me all set up, back out in the MSR Access 1. Inside, I've actually went for a lighter quilt today. This is the Heiberg Luna 350 along with the Uber Light. You're probably talking 450 grams and 350 grams for them combined, about 700 maybe, something like that. 2 pillows because I'm greedy. Packs down the bottom. Got a couple of beers, would you believe? Northern Monk Heathen, and then these lads, Mark and Lee, are just down there. Well folks, I've been lucky enough to get out with Lee. I've spoken to him loads of times. He's a mate of Mark's and he's out all the time, but our paths never really crossed, have they?
Yeah.
Nah, but tonight's the night, so cheers for that, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
I'm looking to find out what his thoughts are on this MSR Access 1 4-season tent. So what's your kind of initial impressions looking at it?
Well, I think it looks nice, but then when you come round to the side and you realise how the height, you think, oh, that'll be nice to sit in, but you look at the side, it's just...
So this steep area?
It just doesn't look great.
Yeah. I think that...
The vents super low down, like that. Now it's kind of getting there, hardly. And now the wind's going to blow along it. I think, like you said, in the winter,
yeah,
I think it's...
Give us a positive, give us a positive. What do you like about it?
I like the colour.
Alright, okay, there's the colour.
Yeah. I do definitely like the colour.
Space inside?
Very spacious. The vestibule's big.
Yeah.
The vestibule's nice and big. Inside, it's surprising. There's plenty of room, especially because you've got the height to move around and to be definitely comfortable in the winter in there compared to other tents. I
would say that's what I was most impressed with. When I got in, I didn't expect it to have that much space, but the points that Lee's made are really valid for me as well. 4-season tent, you do want it cocooned in, and ventilation isn't massive for a winter tent because you want to retain heat, but I could see it being a condensation mess. I don't know, maybe. There's only one way to find out.
This is still quite there's no ventilation from here either, is it? Because obviously
you've seen one before, haven't you?
Yeah, so I'll tell you my impressions on it. So this is from me and seeing one. I like it with it being narrow because there's not as much surface area for the wind. I think coming over this way, the wind would be fine, but the wind doesn't like to go in one direction, as we know. So a bit of the straight edge, as you can see there, does take a beat. It's a bit of a big panel.
Yeah.
A guy line on there.
With no guy lines provided.
You'd be able to pull this out. So no guy lines provided on this one. So you'd have to add a couple of guy lines. I'm tall. I'm 6'2", and I'll tell you what I'm like with tents for sitting up. So
there you go.
Sitting up in there, it'll be spot on for myself. The length, it looks decent, cocooned for 4-season. So that's what's rated it as well in a 4-season.
Yeah.
It's got the solidness of a 4-season tent. Not as tight in the floor as what I'd probably say, but you do want a little bit of ventilation for your condensation. So, as you said earlier, it's probably one of them tests for condensation to see how well the wind blows through and works it away. But a good sized vestibule, all your kit, especially in the winter, you're probably going to be wet, so you'll want to have your bag down there. But I think just having the strength on the side is a weakness. Colour wise, nice and stealthy for your wild camping. You're doing trails and things like that.
1.3 kilograms isn't too bad.
No, you can't complain at that. Nice height bathtub as well.
Yeah. I think for me the proof's in the pudding. I think it retails for around about £500 to £600, which is a lot of money.
I wouldn't pay that for it myself.
I think you're getting into Hillyberg territory at that, and I think that would be a worthwhile investment.
I think there's a lot on the market for that price range, and I think a lot of people would get some out for that.
It'd be interesting to see how it performs.
Definitely.
Like I say, I would expect it to have a few more guy lines, to be honest, to make it wind worthy, but it looks pretty sturdy. In terms of the pools, they are flexible, so I think it's meant to flex. It isn't meant to be rigid as such.
I think in the summer, a good great option is having this door you can open up.
Yeah.
It is good for the summer, same as Lee's crew. It is nice to have that fully open. A nice T-zip would have been added to it, but
absolutely
not every tent's perfect. We all want that perfect tent that we don't get, but it's got some nice little features about it.
Yeah, let's see what happens with it. Well, I really want to kind of take you around the guy's setup, but it's raining at the moment, so it's proving a bit difficult. Let's have a little look out, see what we're looking like. Yeah, so you can see Mark's and Lee's setup. So we've got young John Silver here, the Astigia. I've had an Astigia, I've had a pyramid tent from them which was really good quality actually.
They aren't bad tents.
Connecting nature with what? With what, Mark?
I think it's with 10 pegs and a ground sheet, but not a bad tent. It's 1300 grams all in with a ground sheet, and this is a 4-season inner that we've got in it.
So nice solid inner there. Bags of space.
It's a bit saggy because I've got a horrible pitch at the minute, but it does tighten the cell up decently.
Ice flame quilt and a big Agnes, a belter mat that.
Side sleepers, you've got to have them. But yeah, I've struggled with tents for a long time, just with being tall and space, and this mat does actually go there, so yeah, nice head end, foot end, and then someone else's head would go there.
Yeah.
Feet there, so yeah, shit tons of space, 2 vestibules, a good size, 2 zips, so yeah, absolutely spot on. Sill nylon, that's good. It's got some good features about it. Strong on the wind, it holds the cell up nicely. People with Durstons and designs tents, very similar, low, but yeah, it's a cracking tent. It's nice. It's got reinforced caps inside for your trekking poles for the metal studs.
Do you want to talk about your little contraption?
Yeah, the Mark Outdoors trekking pole table. I'll stick it on there for you. So yeah, had a little idea, a design, and it's wasted space in my eyes, a trekking pole, because you can't do nothing with it.
Yeah.
So we all like to watch YouTube, watch each other and other stuff, so it was designed around that. So if I can put my phone down, I'll show you. So yeah, phone goes on there, hook on the side so you can hang your lanterns and lanterns on the side of there. It takes a lot of weight, you can put 3 cans on, so it's just somewhere you can put your phone, power bank, a lot of other stuff, and it's not wasted space.
Can people buy that now?
Yeah, £12 delivered, that's what they are.
Alright, drop me a DM.
The only thing you've got to do is you've got to measure that with a vernier, as it's a clip fit, so not everyone owns a vernier, but it's custom made. That's great, so you'll see the Geordie one soon.
Absolutely, down the back there. I'll not name them, but I've been on them. We've got Laney's Mountain Star, looking slick. He's cooking hot dogs. I don't know what he's doing with them, but they're in the pot. They're in the pot, but beautiful tent. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, you folks, I'm just enjoying my beers. Not usually I bring a beer on camp. I've got 4 today, but as you can probably hear, the rain's coming down. We've just been having a good chat with Lee and Mark there, just putting the worlds right as usual. But I am a little bit peckish, so I think I'm going to get some food on and chill out a little bit. But yeah, nice little camp. I must admit, I know we've got some reservations with this MSR Access one, but actually inside is phenomenal. I really like the space. Just to give you an idea. This is me on the mat. That's not even the middle. The middle's here, so you know, it's quite a bit of space here. And as you can see, got my thermarest here, all my other kit down there. So plenty of room. Plenty of room. Strange, it's only, let's have a look. It's 10:30, it's still so late. Day after summer solstice. But it's moody. Clouds are clagged in. Yeah, it's a shame. I was hoping for a nice night. But actually, on the flip side, let me just put the light on. On the flip side, it's been a good night. Good to catch up with the lads, meet Lee, and just chill. You know, not all camps need to be, you know, cinematic, bloody best things in the world. It's about coming out and enjoying it and having fun, which I have done. Well, good morning. Bit of a clagged in fest a little bit. I've got the drone up, doing its thing. Lee's still here, but Mark's gone. We just had a little visit from the farmer there. I was just talking to him about the spine race. He said he's seen a few capping up on the refuge hut there. We've seen a couple of lights last night, but nothing really. Once the clag rolled in, that was it. You've probably seen by the time lapse. Wasn't much happening. Yeah, well, I think. Well, it survived the night. 30-mile-an-hour gusts. What were we getting on Mark's anemometer, and really comfortable to sleep in actually. So I know I'm fairly critical of it before, but the proof's in the pudding. It's, you know, can it stand up to the test? And the test that I had yesterday, 30-mile-an-hour winds were absolutely fine, no issues whatsoever. Right, all packed away, all done, leave no trace, haven't left anything. Lee's just finished off his last little bits that he's packing away there from his tent, and then we're going to be heading along the Pennine Way home. But again, another great camp, great to meet Mark again and meet Lee for the first time. Top lads, good crack, and I'll catch you on the next one.